Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Mets and the Washington Nationals. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Steven Strasburg gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a four-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Yasiel Puig is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game, fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Now the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Jeff McNeil waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Puig is retired, and there's one away. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's gone 3 for 11. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Thames is there. 2 down. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm really going to have to keep a close eye on Brandon Nimmo. He's coming off a nice game, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, clutching up. He's the guy they want up at the plate right now when the game's on the line.
Here's George Springer. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one, puts himself right back in the count.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And right into the shift. But this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. The bouncer to the left side. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. Seth Lugo gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for Washington, the second baseman, Howie
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch.
Kendrick. Inside, ball 1.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Chirinos corrals it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball that's outside.
The 1-0 home. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
McNeil trying to get there, but it's the center fielder who gets there, and there are 2 gone now.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Juan Soto to the plate now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Count 1 and 2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Ground ball right into the shift. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still no. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The first baseman.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Here's another 0-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Thames is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Eric Thames. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Thames behind 1-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Puig's got a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So here's Starlin Castro, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In there at the knees, strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Fouled off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Popped him up. Beatty in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Robinson Chirinos. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So 1 away in the inning, and with that we'll get a look at where the Nationals sit entering play in the National League East race. Now to the plate, Brett Beatty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Line drive to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Andre.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
No, that's down.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, Yasiel.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. First delivery to him on the way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. The 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Eaton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. 2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The 0-1 offering. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Puig's got a read on it. 1 out.
Batting in. The third baseman.
1 away now in the Washington 3rd, and the ever versatile Josh Harrison digs in. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Set to get his day started, Ryan Zimmerman. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Harrison leads off first with 1 away. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now in the box, Howie Kendrick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's set. The 0-1.
That's Bolton.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2-2. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and that brings in George Springer.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Now back.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So bases are empty here with two gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1's the count.
Now here it comes. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. In the air to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Juan Soto. No balls and one strike. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As he'll take a look at ball one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. This pitch is popped up. McNeil is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9.
Now at the plate, Eric Thames. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here it comes.
Ball. Count 1-0. Ball, that's off the plate. Ball 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Starlin Castro is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. In the air out toward right field. Conforto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1 through 4. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out.
Up next to the bat.
Striding in, Robinson Chirinos. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1-1 to Chirinos.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping up now, Brett Beatty, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to hit is the catcher, Jan Gomes. Ball 1.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Josh Harrison stands in. Weak grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he struck him out as well, so the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Fouled away. Hit back toward the mound. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Back to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Stepping in, Andres Jimenez. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Andres Jimenez.
From the stretch.
Ball 1. Two balls, no strike.
Two-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Yasiel Puig. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. One and one the count now. fastball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Popped into the air, back behind second. Kendrick has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So here's Jeff McNeil, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And this throw gets away from him.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, George Springer. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Drilled to the left side. Harrison's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals 0. Rick Porcello enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 22, Rick Porcello.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton.
The center fielder, Adam.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball in.
Fastball well outside. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And that's the first out. Here now is Juan Soto. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch on its way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. So a runner at first now with one away, and in the bat is Trey Turner. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6th. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Eaton. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Daniel Hudson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. So here's Brandon Nimmo. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Up next to the bat.
Digging in now, Robinson Chirinos. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here it comes. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Brett Beatty. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andres Jimenez. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Harrison shading to his right, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-0 New York. Jerry Familia will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Jerry Familia.
Next will be the designated hitter, Starlin Castro. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh. 0-1 the count. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Yan Gomes stands in as he looks at a called strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder, but it's the center fielder who gets there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now another 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Leading off with the Mets, the left fielder, Yasiel.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A 1-1 count to Puig. One and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Ready once again, Jeff McNeil. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Oh, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Two out with the man at first. One ball, one strike, the count. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
2-1, here it is. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Alonso.
Pete Alonso will stand in to try it again, already with one home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. The 0-1. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 2-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Dylan Betances will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0.
Count 1-0.
That's wide, 2-0. Betances is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line. And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
So now to the plate, Howie Kendrick, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Nimmo is there, 2 gone. So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and the next to bat is Speedy Adam Eaton. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
To short. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-0. Wander Suero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. Brandon Nimmo is at the plate and he checks his swing for ball 1. Suero, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ready on 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Here's the first pitch to him. Robinson Chirinos is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home hit to first. Throw won't get him.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Turner has it. Kendrick. Relay to Zimmerman, the double play to end the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. Trevor May comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Standing in, Juan Soto. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Fastball called for strike 2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Trey Turner stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
2-1 to count to Trey Turner. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Eric Thames is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last strike now for the Nats. Fouled off. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Mets rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Seth Lugo takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Steven Strasburg pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Trevor May records the save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
the final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, the Metropolitans combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Nationals in Washington 3-0. The Milwaukee Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 2-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 9-3. The Baltimore Orioles only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-0. The Jays hit 3 long balls as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 8-7. The Chicago White Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 4-0. The Cleveland Indians held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-0. The Kansas City Royals amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 10-1. The Twins grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 2-0. The Angels completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-0. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Patrick Corbin gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery. This guy's a really good pitcher. There are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have him in their rotation. Not an overpowering fastball, but a good one. 89 to 93 miles an hour slider, without a doubt his best off-speed pitch. And if he's throwing strikes with that slider, look out. He can shut any team down.
So here's Jeff McNeil, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pete Alonso comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Number 30.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the belt, the pitch, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
1-0 pitch on the way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Three and 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Lindor leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And now prior to the 3-1, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's George Springer, his career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's an impressive 5 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Standing in, Adam Eaton. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Changeup called strike 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Here now is Juan Soto, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Soto is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for Washington, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Dominic Smith. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
1-2 to Dominic Smith.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 1-2 pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Thames is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 33, James McCain.
So digging in now, James McCann, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swinging a hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. The 1-0 home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
Now batting, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. 2 out, nobody on. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 New York. Last half of the second set to go. And digging in is the outfielder, Eric Thames.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
The designated hitter, Starlin Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First offering on its way.
Back outside.
Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line towards center field. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 7, the catcher, Yaz.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Gomes, a 32-year-old veteran. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat. Pete Alonso. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Eaton will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Francisco Lindor is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and quickly there are 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. He drew a walk his first time up. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Turner gloves it. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order. Bottom of the 3rd now. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Josh Harrison.
Third baseman, Josh Harrison.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at 3rd. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Popped up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. So 1 away in the inning now. And before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Up next for the Nationals.
Here's Howie Kendrick. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Fouled away. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Nationals gone in order. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings in George Springer.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Dominic Smith started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. On the ground to Kendrick. This might be 2. There's 1. On to first. A double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, James McCann. He reached on a single in his first try. And the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
2-0 now. Line toward the alley in left center. Eaton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets go down quickly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. And he lays off for ball 1. 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Now the 2-1. Popped him up. McNeil ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the second out. But speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business. but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. On, he pops it up. Jimenez ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're still down. It's 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Hit out towards second. And Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Jake Marisnick, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. This is hit sharply to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Jeff McNeil stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A runner at second, nobody out. Three and 0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. Man at second with 1 down, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's set and the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Outside, 3-0 now. Comes set Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting.
2 on here with 1 man out. And with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet. But the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Michael Conforto stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A low curveball blocked by Gomes. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Up next to the Mets.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. He'll throw home with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in now for the Nats, Eric Thames. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fastball foul tip, but straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on to it for the first out of the inning. So next for the Nationals is the designated hitter, Starlin Castro. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Yan Gomes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 out, nobody on. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And that's in there, base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Into the box now, Josh Harrison. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him, so he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Ryan Zimmerman is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nats leave a pair. They trail. Settling in now, Dominic Smith. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Dominic Smith.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, James McCann. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
1-1. Is strike 2 swinging.
Count 1 and 2.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Pitch on the way.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
Andres.
Stepping in, Andres Jimenez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Jake Marisnick will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. There he goes. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Howie Kendrick. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Now at the plate, Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 22.
Digging in, Juan Soto. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year, and the Nationals are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Here now is Trey Turner. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he misses again, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes. Two and one to count.
Pitch on the way. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Nats draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the seventh inning, ready to roll, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now that.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's down.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Three and 0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
That's on the outer edge. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. From the stretch. Popped him up. Harrison over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets. At the plate, Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, outside.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Hops this one up. McNeil waits on it. Makes the play, one away.
Now back, the designated
Here's Starlin Castro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Line drive, base hit to right. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Now batting, Yan Gomes. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends. Ryan Harper has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
number 33.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings in George Springer. First delivery to him on the way. Here it comes, 1-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped at the plate, but that one rolls foul. Another full count pitch home. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Stepping into the box, Dominic Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Soto is there, and he makes the catch for the out. At the plate, James McCann. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first, and it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Andres Jimenez, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted in the air to center field. Eaton is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next up from New York, Jake Marisnick. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. From the stretch. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Ground ball left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So stepping in, Adam Eaton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball one to start the at-bat. 2-0 to the Nationals center fielder.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Runners are at first and second with one away. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
The second for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Pete Alonso.
First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
He's set. Here it comes. Michael Conforto stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Turned on down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Soto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that Juan Soto will stand in again as we take it back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Justin Wilson will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Justin Wilson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal, as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Springer is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Superb pitching performance in this one, Matty V. 8 rock-solid innings, in line for the win. Now needs some help from the bullpen.
At the plate now, Trey Turner. Wilson, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And now for Washington, Eric Thames. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. In there, strike one.
0-1.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-1 the final total in today's game. New York took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.